Okay, welcome back to the channel. Let's go. So yeah, we are already nearby 500 subscriber already. We have 8485 already, so we are only 15 away for the 500. And yeah, so what I'm saying is, uh, we actually need to if you haven't seen yesterday's stream, because I haven't like announced it and directly started it. So yeah, so if you haven't seen the yesterday stream, you can see later, right? And okay, so what we gonna do today? Okay, so you can see my GitHub profile and check this particular project, right? So I let's confirm my voice quality before, because I switched my mic position little bit, and I think now my voice is pretty good. I don't know. Let me know in the comment. Okay, let's go ahead. So yeah, what see, this is the Livewire Chat app, right? If you don't know about it, if you've seen like checking this for the first time, we are building this chat app from the very long, and yeah, we haven't done much progress yet, but we are building it from the 31st August already, and I haven't updated some updates here, so I will do it soon. And yeah, so uh, you can directly see, clone this, do some composer install, npm install, and copy env key generate migrate seed. Yeah, you need to set up a database before that for sure, and you can do npm run dev attention serve, and all good. And also, if you want to do some testing and all, here is the some testing guide. And yeah, of course we have you can see the composer scripts over here as well. Okay, so that is what it was, right? And yeah, so you can check this repository, right? You can see that Mr. Punyapal slash livewire slash hyphen chat app, right? If you want to see like what repository we are using and where we are coding. Okay, so this app was built with the Laravel Breeze, right? So yeah, this is what the Laravel Breeze logging page look like. If you go to the login, right, you can see something like this. You can create a chat, right, a room with some already existing users, right? And of course, you can also, okay, we need to start uh, npm server, wheat server, right? So let's do npm run dev, and yeah, all set. So of course it will should not take that this much time, but it is taking. Okay, so let's reload it, and we may have some beautiful UI, or maybe better UI than what we are actually looking at right now. Okay, I'm also thinking to buy one light. Okay, so before that, let's also start a reverb server, because we are doing some uh, stuff, real-time stuff. So we can say reverb colon start with the small s, right? And it will start the reverb server. Let you guys please confirm my voice quality, because I mean uh, it will be bad for else which gonna watch it later, right? Okay, let's go ahead. So here you can do some chit chat, right? And okay, WebSocket is still not started. Okay, it's started now. So of course, previously it wasn't started. So maybe let's say hello and whatever maybe. Okay, now hopefully it will work. Do you have an issue? No. Let's reload if. Okay. So hello again. Okay, stopped working somehow, and we have some errors. And that is cool actually. to have some error is good. So it was working before but it stopped working, so there must be some issue. Of course we need to do a 0 over here. And boom, that works, right? And it is a fast, it is fastest, right? It is not slow or something like that. Yeah, of course we need to work on this later, but yeah. Okay, that works actually, right? So that is what we actually need. This should work. Okay. Even if we what we do is we can duplicate this and let's put it there, right? And it must be not visible to you for sure. So what we're gonna do is I will make it shorter, right, for you. Right now it is visible, so we can say hello over here and we will have hello over there and here as well, right, both at the same time. And you can see that it is fastest enough, right? Right. Okay, because internally we are not refreshing whole page, right? uh yeah. So what we do is when someone add the chat, right, someone create the chat, they will fire they will broadcast it. I hope there is no any not any voice issue or something. Let me know in the comment. Okay. So let's start it. I will explain this first, right? Let's start from the starting. So see, previously what we can do is let's forget this for now, right? Okay. So here what we are doing is we are dispatching the chat created event. So generally what a typical Livewire developer do is it goes to index page and it adds here that on, right, obviously on chat created oops, I mean, yeah, created. We gonna refresh this whole page, right? Yeah, of course. If you want to refresh the whole component, you can add a chat created event on the top of the component and it will refresh whole component, right? And they just refresh whole the component, right, to add the chat. But we do everything in optimized way, right? So what we did is we added this chat to the private property, right, a chat created, right? And what we did is we dispatched the chat created event, right? Okay, after that what we did is let's go to the view and check that. See, what we did is we like collected first the both the container IDs, right? So this is the current container which is somewhere here, right? And here we have another container. We will talk about this. So what we did is we added that chat over here, so it will fire only single query into the database and it will get the chat and it will show the chat over here, right? And it will only load that chat whenever we have this chat into the that private property, right? And then what we do is on chat created, we move this chat from here to the main container where all the chats are located, right? So that is what we do. And see what actually happened, we move this particular chat from here to the main container, which was something like this before, but after applying the infinite scrolling it become 0 because we shift all the chats into the list chats -0, right? Okay, so yeah. Okay, so of course we will have that particular ID over here where we load all the chats, right, in the list chat, right? So list chat offset, right? So what I'm saying here is we will have offset 0 for first chat, right? So that's how see, we start this whole thing with the offset 0. So the main container will be the list chat offset will be 0, so list chat 0. So that's why we move. And the main interesting thing here is request frame. So what this function does, right? What this function does in the JavaScript. So whenever if I remove this, our code will not gonna work, because let's do it. Don't say, see, what we gonna do here is, so if I refresh this and if I say hi, let's open the yeah. So if I say hi, see, nothing happens. Why? Because see, uh, because what happened actually, that particular JS code runs before the HTML render. So we will gonna use this. So what this will do is this will create one job to our client queue, and after the animation done, that means the render done. Okay, we can reload it. Hopefully, yeah. So after the render done, it will gonna add that, it will gonna run that particular JavaScript code, right? So this is how we can have some optimized way of adding some elements by Livewire rendering or Livewire component to other components, right? So this is what the optimized way to do that, right? Okay. So let's see what yesterday we did. We did this yesterday, and this stuff also from the yesterday itself, and we created one what we call it, a lazy loading stuff with the what we can say, the recursion of the Livewire components, one inside another, inside another, inside another, right? But with solving some issues, like, see, what if we have section over here, something like div over here, right? And we also include these chats recursively, one after another, right? And see what it will do, it will add another div over below this, all the chats, right? So that will, if I have, see, gap 4 over here, right, what that will do, that will decrease the let me show you what actually happens. So let's actually comment this code for now, right? And I mean, okay, so actually we need to comment this like this to do to not have any errors, because okay, so if I scroll this, see, there is no issue. But what if I have something like this over here, p4, not py4, px4, whatever it is, fine. So I don't know. Okay, see, whenever I scroll, everything goes a little bit left side, right? So to solve that problem, what we did is, let me, yeah, I will, and the p4 will be px4 or whatever it is, will be there only. So I think this looks nice, better than before, I guess. Yeah. So whenever I scroll it, it will not changing its like location to left, like, so yeah. So we did something similar, right? So what we did, let's see. Okay, so after rendering the see, we are doing lazy loading, and we have, see, these both things are same, right? Okay, so what we do is we have some like a loader, right? And see, if I scroll, it will show a loader, right? And yeah, and even it is not firing the, like in what we were doing previously, whenever we scroll it, it will load all the chats. I mean, it will start from 0 to 10, then 0 to 20, then 0 to 30, then 0 to 40, then 0 to 50, right? But now what it does, it only loads 10 records which are needed, right? So this was the first 10 records. Now if I come here, it will load another 10 records, right? So now we don't have some memory issue in the future. If we have thousands of chat, we will be able to make it optimized chat. So what we do is, when offset is greater than 0, right? When the offset is greater than 0, we dispatch one event to self that chats are loaded. And maybe it should be something like this, because we are following this pattern. And on that particular event, see, on that particular event, where it is, yeah, we need to replace this by the colon. So on that particular event, what we do is, we have a main container, like I explained, on 0, on 0th offset it will be a 0, so we call it a main container. Then the current container, which will be the offset, right? So if we load this, we will have a offset as a limit plus offset, so it will be 10 for sure. But we don't care, like we don't need to remember it, what actually the I mean the container is, because we can generate it by using while property, which can give us any property from any public property from the your Livewire class, right? And we are again using this request animation frame, right? And yeah, so we will have these two thing and this third thing. So what we do is, we collect this both element by id, and what we do is, from the current element we move all children to a main container, right? So suppose what we do is, let's have some slip or something like that slip. Does slip work in the JavaScript? I'm making does slip work? No, I don't even remember. So we can set timeout maybe, right? So that is what something slip. So we can slip it for maybe 2 seconds, so we can see what actually happening, right? And or maybe I think what we can do is, yeah, we can do this actually, right? So and every 1 second, I guess. So yeah, so let's now do this. So we scroll it, but hi Salindra Sharma, thanks for joining, man. Watch some previous stuff to know more about this. Okay. Are you using Reverb or Pusher? I am using Reverb. I have started a Reverb server locally, and I'm using Reverb, right? Okay. So some glitch happened, or I don't know. So this was not part of the what we were actually trying to do is, but let's see. I have some extra stuff which we can close and just reload it. Okay, yeah, welcome. Okay, so I think it is taking some time. Why? I don't know. Whoops. Crazy. I don't know what actually happened. I think let's close it and reload it. Oops, this is not even reloading. Whoa, what we did. We cannot use request set timeout inside the request frame. I don't know, but yeah, so we will gonna try again. Okay, this actually stucking, so we must have some error in PHP side. I don't know, can be. This seems fine. See what, let's see what we change. So yeah, this is nothing. which in this is also fine. This is also fine. This is also fine. So this is even not related to PHP. So why it is doing some memory leak kind of stuff? So I think let's make it 100 millisecond. I don't know if that was the issue. So I think we cannot do something like this here. I think so. That was the issue. Okay. So even we are not able to reload it. This bit crazy. So just, oh my gosh, just let's open new tab and now let's scroll it. Yeah, now it works. But I want to show something to you, and I cannot use set timeout in set request frame. So what I can do is simply let's make it set timeout for this 10 millisecond, and I hope we can use set timeout in set timeout. I don't know. So I think now I can understand what we can do is we can just remove this for now, and that is bit faster. No, actually. So what actually happening here is, see, I think you will be able to see that every second we have some changes. So let's see if we have, okay, we already, we are not able to see that actually, because I don't think this is working, or you, I think, yeah, I understood now. So let's scroll and wait. I hope 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. No. So that's not working. I'm not able to show you, but I think I can show you with some old code and inspecting. Okay. So yeah, now it is working fine, perfectly. So let me show you with some inspect. Right. Okay. So let's see what actually happening here. So let's inspect this particular stuff and see. We have this main container list chats 0 over here, and we are moving. We have all the chats over here only, right? But you can see this, right? What we do is we have this div, right, over here, which was having some chats, right? But what we did is we removed all chats from here and pushed that into the main container. Here you can also see that. Okay, one thing I can explain you is it is reverse order. It is in the reverse order. We have things in like chat 1, chat 2, chat 3, but what we are using is we are using some CSS trick, right? Where it is, see, flags called reverse. So what we do is whatever we have, we just make it in a reverse order. So yeah, so whenever you are here, that means you are on the top, and we just keep this as a vertically reverse order, in a vertically flipped order. So yeah, so that trick we are using, right? So I think this is already a good explanation. Now let's move to adding a chats, I mean tastes, which are missing from here, right? Okay, so let's push this fix, and yeah, so let's move to the test, and let's start with the create first, because we did some changes. And what I'm thinking is this shouldn't be a create, it should be a save or something like that. because we are not only creating now stuff. We started saving stuff. So can we call it a save? So we can say the rename symbol, and we can say the save, right? I think so. Now it will say that at this much places you want to do that. Yeah, of course we want to do that, and apply. So this is now renamed totally, but we need to do that at index index chats, and let's go to the view and let's make it save. Of course we can make it save as well, but I don't know if we need, yeah, we need this. Okay. Rooms create. Okay. Yeah, we did that, but it haven't renamed this. Why? This is create only. So why you renamed this, man? This is the room create. So I hope, yeah, this is works now, and this as well, and yeah, this as well. But I'm now scared of the create taste. Yeah. So we can just do this. So this is something kind of bug in a VS Code. Okay. So I think this is now fine. Of course, this chat created is still chat created, because updated is something different, and yeah, chat updated is something different. Even this should be chat stored, I don't know, but we are not gonna do that actually, right? And of course we done the stuff, and now we can just post this. Done. So now let's move to the test, and let's run the create test, because what I'm thinking is some of the tests must be failing. So let's run the tests. Okay, we have some one bash file which we don't need, so we will just delete it. Let me know my voice is proper or not. Yeah. So this is running. So if you want to know like what okay, what extensions I am using in a VS Code for Laravel. Okay, all text are already passing. That is cool. But it must be not 100% covered, right? So we need to do that. So let's actually now run this test with composer test unit, and we need to have a relative path of this, and yeah, voice is proper, it's fine. Thanks guys. Okay, so let's run the test and check if it's covering the whole component or not, right? So yeah, so it's a bit slow, I don't know why, but yeah, it is. And it's saying that we are using PHP 8.2, but it is PHP 8.3, but it's fine. So actually yesterday and in the previous stream my voice is not proper, so I changed my mic's position to have it have the better voice. Okay, all the tests are passing, but we can see that this, oh, this is already 100% covered. So what we are not even missing anything. That's cool actually, because we already checked this all, so that's cool. There is nothing missing. But we need to check that if okay, assert set is also there, everything. So something is missing, which is from this stuff. So we can actually check if this private property is set or not, right? So yeah, so on chat created we can I think we need to now do some stuff like we need to have dollar compo. That is not dollar. Dollar. That is not dollar. Component is equal to livewire component, right? And what we're gonna do is we gonna have it separately. Component, yeah. And of course the semicolon over here. And now what we're gonna do is we need to check invade, right? And of course expect, as we are using paste PHP. I hope you guys liked tasting your stuff. Invade created chat property should not to be null, right? And of course, so this test should pass, otherwise we need to check if. And yeah, of course, if you don't know like what invade does is, if you don't know, let me tell you, invade will allow us to access private properties. Yeah, so let's run this test and check if this test is passing or not. This is failing because this is null. Okay, we need to check if this property exists or not, or it is a different property or not, of course. So created chat. Okay, so I don't know if we have anything which can allow us to check it before, because private properties, this is the private property and this should not be null, but it is null. So we need to see if we can do anything after that. I really don't know. Okay. Oh, I really don't know how to test this. Just comment it and add to do for now. Okay. Chat set the chat ID. Cannot add it. Cannot add it. Can add it. Can create. Yeah. Here also we need to check same thing. So component is equal to this component. Okay, and we can just, I think, we can just copy this and paste it over here and maybe try to run this. Maybe that works or not. Let's see if that works. Actually, I need to check. Okay, that passes. Oh gosh. Okay. Is it a joke? Is it a joke? Is it a joke? Oh, that's passes. So that means we have issues. Something else. I mean, some other issue. So what we are doing is we are calling chat. Okay. Of course. So we actually need to create a chat before calling this chat created event, right? So this room ID will be a 1 for sure. Or see, I think what we can do is we can have a room over here and we can directly pass a room ID over here, and of course over here as well. And let's have a chat. And what we're doing in acting as nothing. So why we are not doing any acting as? Okay, we must have something. Yeah, we are doing this here. So we can also use a user over here, and of course, yeah, Name is not required, man. So okay, and we can use a user ID over here, of course, and chat ID over here, suppose, right? And if I now uncomment this may be may this will may pass, and it passed. So we was able to check, and this is already done. So of course we can remove this, and yeah. So I think now it is 100% cover, 100% covered. Okay, I think this is what it for the okay. We need to rename this as well. So we need to call it a save chat, yeah. And of course we need to run the save chat. Okay, that's cool. So okay, if you want to zoom this, we can do that as well. Even we can do this as well, and let's zoom it. Yeah, even more zoom it. Yeah, that is fine. I think this is. Let's do little bit zoom out. Yeah. Okay, the states are running, and we can see that. Uh, hmm. Okay. If you want to know that what extension I use, you can check my one of the stream which I have done previously, which was with something called, yeah, this VS Code extension for Laravel PHP, right? Like what I use, I mean, yeah. And you can also see the previous two stream to understand more on mm, the lazy infinite scrolling in Livewire, right? Even I'm thinking to create one package for infinite scrolling. What do you say? Let me know in the comment if you want. Why this is running still? Why this is still running? I mean, this is a bit crazy. We need to do try again or what? So see, my teacher says try again. So let's do that. Hmm. Yeah, it started running now. Okay, this all the test passes, and of course we are covering the save component fully. Okay, so that is actually cool. Now what we need to do is try again. Yeah. So hmm. So now we are actually able to taste that this private property is set after we have some chat created event, right? So that is what we actually have one private property, and on creating the chat, what we do is we update this private property. So why we are using private property? So see, on a first run it will have a private property, on a second run it will be a null, because the private properties like are not consistent with the refresh of the livewire component. So that's why we are using that property. And what we do is, when we have this private property set, we just load this particular chat, right? And after that what we do is we move this particular chat from here to the main container, right? So like what actually other people do in livewire component, they just refresh whole component and they load 20, 100 or 1000 chats with just refresh, right? But what we do, we do things in an optimized way. So we just load one chat and move it to the main container with some usage of JavaScript, right? Yeah. Okay, let's move to list chat, which is we added yesterday, and we haven't added any chat for this list chat. Okay, before that let me tell you that we was having the for each over here, and we were actually doing the same thing what others do. We was just reloading this whole component. You actually wasn't even having the component over it. Let me show you in the timeline. Yeah. I think here. or maybe let's check it. Yeah, so we were having a for each over here. If we have 100 chat, we was just showing 100 chat over here directly. But now what we're doing is we have chats, right, other component. And in chats what we do is we recursively call a chat, right? If we have a count is equal, we can still optimize this later, but what I am saying is a count, if the count is equal to limit, means we got all the 10 components from the database, right, which we were wanting, right? And so what we do is we just have it directly, and what we do, we dispatch a chat loaded event to self when we have offset is greater than 0. So on, if offset is 0, that means it is the main container, and if offset is not 0, that means the container is not main container. So what we will do is we will, so on the second recursion, right, we will have offset as 10 most probably, right? So what we will do, we will move all the chats from the offset 10 container to the offset 0 container, right? So if I scroll it, see, we have new chats, but not in the that particular this one. We moved all chat to the main container, right? I wanted to do this into the ping query as well, but there was some issues at that particular moment, right? Now we need to test this, right? So let's see if you already have, okay, we need to push this before anything else. Okay, we trust the GPT for commit messages directly. Okay, so we actually don't have a list chat right for now, so let's have it. So what we can do is we can create a new file called list chat, and let me know if you have any idea for a better name for list chat, because I even don't like it, but I don't have any idea for now, right? Okay. So okay, but before that, let's fix the taste from this particular stuff, because now we don't okay, let's try to run it. If those fails or passes, 3 of them are failing because we removed the chat stuff from there, so we won't have chats, right? And it will not even have this chat not found. Please select room will be maybe there. Okay, the room will be there, everything will be there. We don't need this chat stuff. But do we have a livewire C, assert livewire C or something like that? Assert C livewire, no. So I think we should have assert C livewire over here. I don't know, like if we want to look for some, what do you call it? Okay, assert C, nothing, because we don't have any chats, I think. So maybe, or I don't know. Let's keep it like this, and let's run this particular chat taste. Yeah, it passes. We gonna, okay, we will not have this. This is actually fine also. So 3 of the tastes were failing, so I think this is also fine, and we don't need the taste over here. We will need maybe, but yeah, we are going to remove this for now. Of course, it renders a room only if user is a member. Okay, so yeah, that passes as well. And now let's run all the tests and see if those all the tests are passing. No, 2 of them are still failing. Is empty on the array. What we're missing? So of course what I am thinking here is, I don't know. Okay, got it. Got it. It is the issue of this particular thing because we are retaining the array and it should be collect. I don't know. Yeah, it will be gonna. Let's now run the test again. Let's go to the index test and let's run all the test again. And hopefully this all will be pass and it all passes as well. And now let's check if all the tests are. It will be I think index test are covering all home component or not, right? So it covers the whole component. So for now we actually need to check. So if let's see if we have feature test. Yeah, we have the feature test, and yeah, so the room is there, but the chair, if the chair, we need to check, we need to say assert c livewire, and we can say what component was the list chat class, and let's see if it passes. If it is, I don't know. Oh my gosh, sorry. Yeah. So let's see if it passes. Yeah, it passes, and of course, and if the room is not there, uh, let's see if the room is not there, if we are showing the chats or not. Because if the room is not there, we know we don't need to show the chat. So we need to check. Yeah, check offset is 0 and chat is empty. Chats not here. I mean into the index, I guess. Yeah, let's go to the index, and we're not doing that stuff. Should we do that? We should do that. So at the rediff, right? What we call it? The room id is not equal to or not that actually. So we have one computed property called room. So we can say the room is not equal to null, of course null. Then and then we will include, we are also using this as a room as well. So let use it like we likewise only, and of course not else. And if for now, because for now I don't need anything. So of course, let's move ahead, and I think we can directly now jump on the testing of list test. So where is it? Here it is. So for first, what we need to test first, right? So okay. Why index? We are not interested to chat. We need to list chat, right? List chat. Of course, the live wire. Okay. That is all fine. So I think we will have here is no chat found. Yeah. Let's see. Select room ID. I think. Oh, let's close other stuff. So, and yeah, let's see over here. And yeah, no chat found is there. So let's just copy from there and just paste it over here. Right. So if there is no chats, we don't need this actually. This will have a chats, and of course it will be a collect. Yeah. So I think there should be rooms room without chats, of course, and let's see if that passes. What do you think? That failed because what? The support collection. Oh, it is an eloquent collection because okay. So what here actually happening is when we have a room ID, right? So we need to also check for room ID as a null, or even now we are not going to even pass a room ID as a null, so we can totally remove uh, this code because we already checked that. So yeah, we can even remove this as well, and we can even remove this as well, right? And now we need to see that what we can do. Okay, new. I don't know if that gonna collection, and of course the eloquent collection. And we don't need this, right? And let's see if that passes. Hmm. No, it still faces. Okay, it doesn't have a no chat found. How it has the chats? So let's create a new room and uh, empty room, so we can check if this empty room. Yeah, no chats found is there. So we are missing something. Oh, okay, got it. We are tasting in a wrong way. So this will gonna pass now. Yeah, it passes. Now we can simply say it renders with the chats, and of course, yeah, I think so. Don't see such see chats. Of course, I think this should pass. Let's see. Yeah, it passes, and we can import this as well. Yeah, yeah. So Pint was here who imported this, right? So if I control Z, so if I whenever we format this file, it will run Pint for me, right? That is what it does. And now let's run this test. Okay, it passes, right, already. And for running this particular test, what I'm using is it's called a better paste, right? This is what I'm using. I don't know when they will include some buttons over here or somewhere, I don't know, but yeah, this is what you are using. Okay, now let's run this test and check for like uh, missing coverage and test one by one, because that is the easy way to find stuff to test the coverage. Okay, all passes, and see we'll mostly have okay only 41 number line is failing now. So it dispatch the chats load, of course chats loaded event if offset is greater than 0, right? And okay, no, 1 is better. Otherwise we will not have any chats. Okay. And that passes as well, I guess. Yeah, so let's see if that was. Now we have 100% coverage. It has. Okay, now it is covering 100%. So this is what we need to test. Let's see now. Yeah, I think that was enough for testing. So do you want to test? Yeah, we need to test this as well. So how we gonna test that? So we actually starting from offset 1, right? So we will have a 2 tests from this. So what we can do is we can create, I think what we can do is I understood what we can do is so we can create one test, right, one chat which is even not required, and we can see that the assert view has the chat, and if this is passing, right, we was able to check that it works with the offset and limit. Yeah, it passes, right? So I think we have now good taste. So now what I know what I want is, now I want to check everything, right? That everything is passing. That so let's see if our pint is passing, rector is passing, our pint is already failing. So what we can do is we can just lint it. First lint, yeah. So we can lint it, and after that we can run the test again. We need to trust the pint, or we can say pint. Otherwise, see, even we have a good taste, so there is no issue, right? So let's see if rector is complaining about any code or not. Hopefully it will not, but it may have some issues like early return or something, but we don't have that as well. So let's see. And it's a first run of the rector, so it will be slow a little bit, because even like I'm using Windows, so by default it will be slow because we have some permissions layer between the terminal and the files, so that is what stopping. Okay. Hmm. So we still need to run the PHP stand as well, and hmm. So okay, let's push it. Or okay, it is saying that okay, we have one missing type coverage. We can add it manually, and let's run it. I think now we can push it. Now we can deal with the PHP stand errors separately, or the test coverage separately. Hopefully this will be fully test. But yeah, okay, we need to add a builder over here, and it will be the eloquent builder. Oh, lots of stuff we are missing. So in fast forward way, we missed some things. But now I think that is what there is already. Yeah, we called self unmixed. Mm, oh, okay. We have some serious errors, I guess. So this is actually simple. What I can do is I can take help from my PHP extension, which will allow me to add this. And of course, this self stuff is now saying that dispatch can. Okay, just remove the self. I don't think we are listening this particular event anywhere else, so that is fine. But I'm interested in this. What problem this have? This has. I mean, which line number? 65. G65. Hmm. So what it is saying? Between mixed. Okay. Now I'm literally. That will be gonna mixed. So it also has some string stuff, but now what I can do? Whatever. So yeah, we can do this, and of course now I can say that we the chat ID is equal to null. I don't know if Caleb will provide a pull string or something like that in future, or we can even PR as well if we get any luck on that, because the Livewire core is little bit complex for everything. I guess maybe it is simple once you understand, but yeah, because we see it is following some rule like co-location or something like that, because the same things are in the same stuff. I mean, yeah. Um, okay. So if everything works, we're gonna push and end the stream, and we will move to Jigger 5 stream. Jigger said yesterday that he will come in the last 10 minutes and he will ask everyone to join his stream. I don't know. He's not here. Okay. If you have any questions, let me know in the comment. Right. Okay, the type coverage is 100%. Now we are interested in the test coverage, if it is 100% or not. Oh, one of the test is already failing, and it is about the hmm. So which file it is? Okay, we actually we don't even need this because we already tested in. Because see, what we actually did is, when room is null, we will not have a, like, I mean, and chats. Hmm. Okay, we need to. Hmm. Perfect. So now let's run the test again and let's see if. Hmm. Oh. Okay, what can be the tomorrow's stream idea? Hmm. Literally, I think we need to have, like, bring some cool ideas to attract some new audience. I don't know. Okay. Hmm. Well, still it is running. I don't know why. I think I need to buy a MacBook M4 for a speed soon. Okay. Okay. All the past are, everything is 100% coverage. So let's go. We did it. We had a taste for yesterday's feature, and everything is passing as per. Okay. Okay. So if you guys are there, and if you have any questions, let me know in the comment. Even if you are watching this in the future, you can also ask me in the comment, right? Hmm. And if you are thinking that which repository it is, okay, I think I should. Uh, okay. Chat. I think. Hey, Patricio. Do see. We bought new mic. Do you think this is worthy enough, Patricio? Is it? Is this mic is worthy enough? How's the chat going? Hmm. Chat is actually a good. Okay. So we found one bug. So we need to remove this if it exists, right? Okay, let's do that. Hmm. So what we're gonna do is, okay, that is, okay. Let's go to list chat, and we will have, this is somewhere where it is. Yeah, here. So what we can say is, let ID uh, is no chats found, and what we gonna do is, right, let's go to the save, and of course in the blade file, and of course here what we will gonna do is, after adding that chat, we will say that uh, docu document dot get element by id, uh, of course, and remove, right. I think we need to keep a question mark here. So now let's create one chat, right, and if I say hi over here, done. And I don't know that if even that need a taste. But yeah, thanks for coming, Patricio. It's just fine. I think you can lower a little bit to gain. Sometimes here it is breathing blow. Okay. Okay. I think, is it fine now? Do you think it is fine now? Hmm. Okay. Is it fine? Thanks for joining, Patricio. We also done some mic testing as well. Like, okay. Hmm. So I think it was done for the today's stream. And see, we still have three issues as well, and we can add more issues as well because, hmm, cool. Thanks, man. So I will try to have two finger gap between my mouth and mic, or three finger gap, right? Like, because whenever I done with this, I just put this in the uh, somewhere here. I'm not adding AI for now, at least, because hey, Lewis. Okay. So actually, let's duplicate this and let me show you some stuff. Better show you as you are new here. So if I say hi over here, we will have hi over there as well. If I say if it is a hello, right, and we will have hello over there as well, right? Hmm. And see, we are not even refreshing this whole page, right? And we also have some lazy loading over here as well. If I, okay, what we did, we crashed, so we may have some issues with the uh let's remove this. And okay, I think this is taking bit memory or something like that, I don't know. Yeah, instant messaging is got it. We are using reverb, by the way. We are using reverb to do that, right? We are using reverb. Hmm. No structure with AI chat. I thought it could be AI as well, but it is like it is for chat between two particular guys, right? So it is like we can create a room, and you can add some. Let's close this. Oops, I closed everything. Hmm. Okay. Hmm. Hmm. Okay. So I think I done some bad stuff, or even I'm not able to open the what I've changed. I mean, this is chat created. That is not any issue. Which issues can be not there in JS? No, I think I messed with something. So I think I need to close this. Even I'm not able to close. Okay, let's open it again. Now I will open this, and I hope we are not having any issues. I don't know why this is slow or anything. It was working in before few minutes, and now suddenly stopped working. So don't know. There is an error or something. Because okay. Hmm. So this chat, I really don't find any issue over here for now. Okay. I think this is totally fine for now. Hmm. So when I scroll it, it stopped working, but we don't have any exception or something. Or do we have? Let's see. Laravel log. Just add, remove all the logs, and we were not able to refresh this, right? So just close this and open this again. Hmm. We don't have any error as well. Okay. I think we already stretched a lot. So we need to check this later. Hmm. We will check it later. or maybe just close this all terminal. I don't know if my memory is high or something, because yeah, my GPU sometimes get high. No, CPU is 15%, memory is 87%. That is not the issue. But yeah, my GPU my GPU is also 56%. My CPU. Let's close the rework. This maybe, don't know. I think we got some issue to look later. So bye bye guys. Thanks for joining. If you have any questions, let me know in the comment later or now. Anytime I will.